Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. This is NCBD with CBNYC. I'm trying something a little bit different. This is going to be a new comic book day haul video. That's right, a haul video, not a live chat, live stream. I'm going to try something different here. Bear with me as I get things going with this new format. If it works, I might keep going with it. If it doesn't work, I might go back to the old live stream format for showing my new weekly books. But I do pick up new comic books every week from Midtown Comics. So this is something I'd like to keep going for as long as I keep doing that. So welcome to the show. And if you don't mind, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think of the haul, what books you picked up this week for New Comic Book Day, what books you're reading. Love, hearing from the community and engaging with community. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please check us out. Subscribe, Comic Books NYC on YouTube. And there you go. So I'm going to start with the indie pickups for this week. Not too much this week on the indie front for me. I just have one pickup, and that is this particular book right here. From Image Comics. This is Family Tree, issue number 1. So this is written by Jeff Lemire. So I don't know a ton about this series, but I'm a big fan of Jeff Lemire, and it's a new #1 book from Jeff. So I have to give it a shot. Whether I keep going with it or not remains to be seen, but definitely have to give this a try. I am hearing some, buzz about this out in the interwebs, so I'm looking forward to giving this a read. Hopefully I have time to get to it tonight. So moving on from the indies, I only had one pickup this week. We're going to get into some DC pickups. So starting out DC, I've been picking up a lot of these dollar comics recently from DC. So I'm keeping that trend continuing here with Dollar Comics Blackest Night #1. So this, of course, from the Jeff Johns Green Lantern, Blackest Night run. I passed on the Tales from the Dark Multiverse Blackest Night, which also came out this week. I passed on that. I haven't been picking up any of the Tales from the Dark Multiverse. I hear that they're really good from people, so if I'm crazy for not picking those up, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But for today, I just picked this up for $1. Can't beat that, $1. But I did pick up another #1 issue, sort of in the Green Lantern universe, or at least theoretically is what I think it is. And this is coming out on DC's Young Animal imprint, written by N.K. Jemisin and illustrated by Jamal Campbell. He also did the cover. So this is Far Sector #1. So this looks to be a new character, new Green Lantern. You have, part of the creative team here of Naomi involved in this. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. I'm not the biggest Green Lantern reader in the world, but new character, new jumping on point, new entry into the canon for the Green Lantern character had me intrigued. And I think a lot of people are intrigued by this one. So I had to pick that one up, Far Sector #1. Next on the DC front, I picked up The Batman's Grave, issue #2. So this is Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch. Love that combination. Really dug issue #1. So I'm excited to see where they go with issue #2. I believe this is a 12-issue maxi series from DC. This is probably my most anticipated read of the week, maybe besides X-Men issue 2. Or they're probably, closely tied to each other. But there you go, Batman's Grave #2. And then the final DC pickup, Youre the Villain 1015, continuing this Mr. and Mrs. Free storyline. This is an acetate cover, so if you take the book out, you can flip open the acetate plastic, and there's another cover underneath. I'm not sure how I feel about these acetate gimmick covers just yet. I don't know. I think, lenticular covers are another kind of more modern, gimmicky, type of cover product that, you see a lot of like 10.0s and 9.9 slabs of lenticular covers. I'm wondering if we'll see the same thing. for these acetate covers that DC has been pumping out over the last 7 weeks or so. But we'll see. But this has been a good run in Detective. So now we are getting into sort of the bulk of the haul, which is my Marvel pickups. So starting with a couple number ones here. We got Morbius, the Living Vampire, #1. This is written by Vita Ayala. This is the A cover from Ryan Brown. I thought it was the best one. Wasn't really going to bite on many variants. I'm not sure which volume of Morbius this is, but it's got a legacy numbering, legacy number 42, but this is the beginning of a new volume. So pick this up as like a curiosity factor read. First issue doesn't blow me away. Probably will not continue with that one. This one I'm really looking forward to getting into is Punisher Soviet #1. So this is from Garth Ennis, not Ennis, sorry. So this is part of the Max Comics line, so a little bit more adult. I was a big fan of Garth Ennis's Punisher Max storyline. I have the whole run in Omnibus somewhere on that shelf right there. So excited to see this come out, and this is something definitely I'm going to probably pop open and read today. So looking forward to that. So I have yet to bite on any of the Black Cat issues with, you know, all these J. Scott Campbells. Like, some of them are attractive covers, but I've heard that the stories are absolute garbage for most people. So I just, you know, haven't really bit on that. But for this one, I just had to bite because it's a wedding issue. So Black Cat Annual #1, Wedding of Spider-Man and Black Cat. And you have Spider-Man saying, wait, what? Which is what I'm saying also, because I have no idea what's going on in the storyline here. So this is definitely a J. Scott Campbell wedding cover buy for me. But, you know, I may flip it open just out of pure curiosity factor as to what the hell this storyline is. But there you go. Black Cat Annual #1, pretty awesome J. Scott Campbell cover. And then we got Guardians of the Galaxy #11 from Donny Cates. I think this is the second to last issue in his run. Jeff Shaw on this cover, Corey Smith doing the interiors on this issue. For the last 3, maybe 4 issues, they've been teasing the death of Rocket Raccoon. We'll see if it finally happens or not in this issue. But looking forward to reading that one. History of the Marvel Universe is next, issue #5. I believe this is the last issue. Not much else to say about this except that I've been enjoying it. It's pretty cool. I'm digging all these Steve McNiven A covers. This is the ones I've been getting, and Mark Waid has been doing a good job giving you an overview of the Marvel Universe in a nice, tidy kind of way. So next we have Star Wars Target Vader, issue #5. This is a miniseries. I'm not sure if it's a 5-issue miniseries or a 6-issue miniseries, but this is issue #5. I have not been reading it. I've been collecting it, and once I have the whole miniseries, I will binge read the whole miniseries. So, but if you have been reading this, let me know what you think. If it's any good. One more Star Wars book this week is Star Wars main title, issue #74, Destination Hoth. So that's Phil Noto, Greg Pak on the writing. So this is the penultimate issue of this main title of Star Wars. I think it's going to be wrapped up in the next issue, issue #75, as they get closer and closer to the actual start of Empire Strikes Back, and then they will be rebooting it next year with a new #1 and dropping you in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, I believe. Big week for Star Wars this week. Mandalorian came out. Disney Plus dropped yesterday. Really loved it. Watched it twice yesterday. Plan on watching it one more time today. So, and episode 2 on Friday. So I'm definitely stoked this week as a huge hardcore Star Wars fan. But there you go, issue #74. And then to wrap things up here, the X books for this week. Fallen Angels #1. Didn't get any variants. Just went with the A cover here. Probably will read this today. I've been reading all the new relaunched X title books, pretty much the day that they come out, just so I can keep pace with all the conversation about it. And then here we go. Of course, the next issue in the main storyline of the Jonathan Hickman X-Men, issue number 2. So I'm hoping this issue picks up a little bit more than the first issue. I didn't hate the first issue, but you know, hopefully we'll get a little bit more excitement from this issue. But definitely reading that today. And then, as you guys know, I've been picking up a lot of these additional printings from the House of X Powers of 10. So a few more came out this week. So House of X number 1 got a 5th printing, guys. 5 printings so far of House of X number 1. And this is an incredibly cool Mark Brooks cover right there, where you see Moira kind of singled out in color, in full color, and everything else is kind of like this gray tone. Really cool cover. 5th printing, House of X number 1. So this is the 3rd printing for House of X number 4. This is a Declan Shalvey cover, and it's taking, I think it's taking some stuff from the interior possibly. But there you go, House of X number 4. 3rd print. Then we got House of X number 6, 2nd printing. This is a Pepe Larraz. I think it's like a different spin on the A cover, if I'm not mistaken. So House of X number 6, 2nd printing. And then there was also a Powers of X issue number 1, 5th printing, done by Mark Brooks, which I believe is a connecting cover where you have Xavier. So there you go. There's House of X number 1, 5th print, and there's Powers of X number 1, 5th print, and those bad boys connect. I'm probably not holding it up the right way, but or properly, but those guys connect and give you that epic image right there. So that's going to do it, guys. That's the haul for New Comic Book Day, November 13th, 2019. Kind of a medium-sized haul. It's actually a pretty good-sized haul. I mean, outside of the reprints and whatnot, maybe a lighter haul, but once you throw those in there, pretty hefty haul here. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the new quicker format, pre-recorded, and you know, please you know, share your feedback by leaving a like and a comment below. Let me know what you guys picked up this week, and once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon. And until next week, NCBD with CBNYC signing off. Have a good one, guys.